What if the universe you live in, the one you see with wonder and certainty, is just a single note in an endless cosmic symphony? What if existence stretches far beyond stars and galaxies, into entire other realities, each with its own laws, its own history, and maybe even its own version of you? This is the question we're exploring today, a question that blurs the line between cutting-edge physics and ancient philosophy. Welcome to the multiverse, a concept where reality itself is far from singular. For thousands of years, humanity's understanding of existence was rooted in what we could see. Our Earth, our Sun, our stars were once thought to be the center of everything, but each scientific revolution chipped away at that idea. Copernicus dethroned Earth. Hubble expanded our view to billions of galaxies. With each discovery, the universe humbled us further. Every time we thought we'd reached the edge of reality, a deeper layer was revealed. This isn't just scientific progress. It's a philosophical awakening, forcing us to rethink our place in the cosmos. Today, another huge shift is on the horizon. The idea that our universe is all there is being challenged by the very math that describes its birth. More and more, the most elegant models in physics don't point to one universe, but too many. This isn't science fiction. It's a natural conclusion from our best theories. The multiverse isn't just a wild guess. It comes directly from physics. When scientists studied the Big Bang and quantum mechanics, they found something surprising. The equations didn't just describe one universe. They suggested countless universes could emerge from the same basic principles. For example, inflation theory predicts bubble universes. Quantum physics hints at branching realities. Even the fine-tuning of our universe's fundamental constants makes more sense if there are countless other universes, each with different settings. Ours just happens to be the one where the conditions were right for life to emerge. The multiverse is a natural consequence of physics pushed to its limits. It challenges not just our science, but our very definition of reality. To make sense of it all, physicist Max Tegmark organized the multiverse into 4 levels, each one more mind-bending than the last. Level 1 is simple. If space is infinite, then everything has to repeat eventually. Given an infinite number of chances, the atoms that make you up have to arrange themselves in the exact same way somewhere else. So, far beyond what we can see, there could be another Earth, another solar system, and another you. Not a similar you, an identical one, living your life, thinking your thoughts, watching this exact video. This raises a deep question. If there are infinite yous, does that make you less unique? Or does it highlight the miracle of your consciousness in this specific moment? Level 2 introduces the idea of bubble universes. This comes from eternal inflation theory. In the first moments after the Big Bang, space-time expanded at different rates, creating bubbles. Each bubble inflated into its own universe, with its own unique physical laws. In one bubble, gravity might be weak. In another, stars never form. But in our bubble, the laws happen to be just right for life. This solves the fine-tuning problem. The universe didn't have to be special. Among infinite bubbles, one was bound to have the right conditions for us. We exist because we're in a universe that allows for existence. Level 3 is where things get really strange. This is the quantum multiverse, based on the many worlds interpretation. According to this idea, every quantum event splits reality into multiple branches. Every choice you make, every random fluctuation, creates new universes. A universe where you chose coffee this morning, and another where you chose tea. A world where one tiny decision led to a completely different destiny. Here, the very idea of you becomes a philosophical puzzle. Are all those other versions still you, or are they separate people who just share a common origin? The final level, level 4, is the most radical of all. Tegmark calls it the mathematical multiverse. It proposes that if a universe is mathematically possible, then it physically exists. In this view, reality itself is mathematics. Different universes don't just have different physical laws. They might have entirely different mathematical structures, some beyond anything we could even imagine. If this is true, our universe is just one possibility among an infinity of mathematical realities. So, if the multiverse is real, what does that mean for us? If our universe is just one of countless worlds, does that make our lives insignificant? Or does it actually elevate the value of our conscious experience, which exists only once, right here, in this specific timeline? Some philosophers argue for the second option. Having infinite versions of you doesn't diminish who you are now. Instead, it emphasizes the singularity of your present moment. Your consciousness exists only here. Your joys, your sorrows, your memories. This specific combination is uniquely yours. Even if other versions exist, they can't erase this one precious thread of experience. You are the singular witness to this universe. The multiverse presents a paradox. If everything that can happen does happen somewhere, does anything we do really matter? On one hand, infinite universes might make any single moment seem unimportant. But on the other hand, your experience of this moment is truly unique, because you are the only consciousness living this life, in this universe. Scarcity creates value, even in an infinite reality. Uniqueness creates meaning, even among endless variations. The choices you make aren't erased by other branches of reality. They define the story that you experience. Your path through your universe is sacred and irreplaceable. In the grand architecture of the multiverse, your personal reality is a jewel of singular awareness. So, are we alone? Scientifically, if the multiverse exists, the answer is almost certainly no. Reality would be overflowing with other universes, some like ours, some wildly different, some maybe even filled with life. But philosophically, the question is deeper. If being alone means being the only beings in all of creation, then no, we are not alone. But if being alone means being the only consciousness experiencing your specific timeline, then yes, you are alone, in a beautiful and meaningful way. Because even if infinite universes exist, there is only one you in this universe. Only one consciousness walking your path. Only one soul experiencing this moment. Your existence remains uniquely your own. Maybe we aren't alone in the multiverse. Maybe reality is richer and stranger than we can ever comprehend. But the most important question isn't, do other universes exist? The real question is, what will you do with the universe you have right now? Your life, your singular experience, is your contribution to the vast tapestry of all that is. So embrace the wonder, explore the mystery, and live fully in this extraordinary pocket of existence you call home. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the cosmos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to join us on our next exploration of the universe.